Well, it's a very dark book. I said that before, and a lot of people say, "Oh, but your books are all dark and violent anyway." But then when the book got released, when people read it, say, "Okay, now we understand what you mean," because it was written during the lockdown, which was a very hard time for everybody, not only for me but for everyone. You know, it was a very depressive time. There was uncertainty. Nobody knew what was happening. Nobody knew about jobs. Nobody knew about money. And I came from a sort of a tragedy. I lost my partner at the end of 2019, 6 months before I started writing the new book. So there's a lot of my own darkness, my own emotions, my own pain in the book. So a lot of people that already read it said they can feel that it's a lot more emotional book. So it is very violent. It is very dark. But it has the things I always do. There's a lot of twists and everything. But yeah, you can expect a lot of darkness. Well, obviously a lot. It's like because I used to go to real crime scenes, and I did so many crime scenes, and in America, so America is a different level on violence. I've seen everything, from decapitation to body cut in half, to dismemberment, to burnt alive, to chopped to pieces, to smashed. I've seen every kind of crime. So when I write a crime scene, it's impossible for my brain I have some images that I remember from then. So obviously influence is there a lot, but the other things that obviously when I started writing, I wanted my books not only to be a detective thing, but to talk about the psychology. But I didn't want to have two different people like most books have to have the criminal profiler and the detectives. So I made them two in one. It's like, so Hunter is a detective, but he was a criminal profiler, so he understands. So I like that, and I think is one of the things that I know the readers really like. They always tell me, I love the psychology that you explain. So my writing influences a lot. So I think if I hadn't studied criminal psychology, I wouldn't be writing crime books. That's for sure. I think, look, the thing about thrillers is the reason why people like serial killers is like they're fascinated by something that they don't understand, and they are always fascinated. How can somebody do something so horrible as killing another person, but then do it again and then do it again? And people just want to understand. It's that fascination, because as human beings we are all very curious. So that's the fascination. About the thing about being scared is more for the adrenaline thing. You know, that's why we go to parks and we go roller coasters. Is the adrenaline thing. So they know that the scare is just because of the book, or it's just a roller coaster. They know it's a safe scare, let's put it this way. They know that they're not really in danger. So they like that feeling. So that's the reason that I think, that's my opinion. Everybody can have theirs, but that's my opinion. It's like we like the safe danger, and we like to understand things we don't.